I thought I'd come in and chit and chat with y'all about this BET Awards situation that done happened just recently. What did y'all think? Did a lot of you guys check it out? What did you guys think? Have you seen highlights? Have you heard the news? Have you had a chance to check it out yet? If you guys have it on DVR or you're waiting on the repeats or whatever, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I really enjoyed it this year, and it's not something that I check out every single year, but there's always some crazy, stupid crap that goes on that I'm not a big fan of. Usually the performances aren't that great, but this year I really thought that the performances were great. I was getting my jam on most of the time. I loved a lot of the presentations. A couple things were kind of hit and miss, so I kind of wanted to chit and chat and see what you guys thought. Let me know down below what you guys thought your highs and your lows were of the awards, and we're going to go ahead and go from here. So, right off the top, what did y'all think of Chris Tucker actually hosting the awards? Personally, if it were me, I thought he was okay. I thought he was cool. You know, he's about to get a stand-up movie or whatever he's finna do coming out in, 2014? He announced it at the end. Didn't really follow him too much. But Chris Tucker, you know, has got some stuff coming down the pike. That's probably why he decided to go ahead and host the BET Awards. I thought he was okay, a little rusty, but okay. Nothing to write home about, you know what I mean? Nothing that I would have been like, you know, he was cool. I know Kevin Hart has, you know, hosted awards ceremony for BET before. I think he would have been a better host. I think Chris Tucker's kind of, you know, he's kind of rusty. I don't know that I would have put him out there right away, but that's just me. I mean, again, everybody deserves their chance. Kevin Hart is everywhere. Y'all, he got so much shit going on right now, it's not even fucking funny. And you know what? I'm proud of him. If you guys have followed him from the very beginning when he was just doing regular stand-up at random ass places, he's come a damn long way, and that's fucking phenomenal. So kudos to Kevin Hart. And I saw why his ass was turned the fuck up when he was on stage. I was like, if they don't calm this motherfucker down. And I sat there for a minute. I was like, do you think, I was talking to Juice, I was like, do you think he's fucked up, like drunk for real? Or do you think he's just wilding out? And Juice and I kind of came to the conclusion based on seeing him talking to, you know, he crazy in general and he's a Looney Tune, you know, it's whatever. But I kind of felt like he was a little on, you know, the yak. You know, he might have had a little yak in him, you know what I'm saying? I don't blame him. I was on the yak too when I was watching, you know, the BET Awards. So if I was on that mother sucker, I would want to drink too. Anyway, but I don't blame him for being turned the fuck up, and I hate that term. I'm not even gonna fucking sit here and lie and tell y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't dislike turn up. I hate that term. I wish that shit would die slowly, a slow ass death. That shit is so garbage to me. Or turn down for what? If I hear those two things one more time or see the hashtag one more time. Anyway, what were your favorite performances? Like, on some real shit, I thought, oh God, it was kind of a toss-up, but I have to say, hands down, my favorite performance of all during the entire ceremony was Charlie Wilson. First of all, his voice is still absolutely phenomenal, okay? He is classic. That is legend, okay? And his voice is still fucking phenomenal. And I love the fact that he performed some of his stuff. People performed some of his older stuff, and then in addition to that, he came out, and then of course Justin Timberlake and Pharrell. And did you see Pharrell getting his little sing on? Now we know he sings and stuff. I mean, he ain't no Drake singing, you know, as of late, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, he was getting a little sing on, and Justin was getting his little thing on, you know what I'm saying? You know, my little white chocolate, you know. And I have said wholeheartedly that, you know, I might mess with a little bit of that white chocolate. You know, Justin kind of cute. He kind of fine, but whatever. Anyway, I thought it was a great performance. Charlie Wilson shut that shit all the way the hell down. I thought it was amazing. Great tribute to him as well. I was like, you better go, boy. So, real quick, I have to comment on a couple of performances. So, one in particular had to be Sierra. I know I got a lot of flack on Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys saw what I posted. On some real shit, I did say Sierra, my girl, okay? And I love her to death. Don't get it twisted. I followed her from whenever, okay? But I did say that she needs to kind of sort of hang it up. Now, here's why I said that, okay? For those of you guys who might have misunderstood, the reason I said that was because of the fact that I personally don't think she's the best at singing. And whoever her producers, writers, or whoever are, I think think they either need to be fired or we need to start with a whole nother group of producers, because whatever the fuck is going on and whoever is putting her stuff together ain't doing it all the way together to the point where it's translating to any for real hits, okay? That's the only thing I was referring to. As far as the performance was phenomenal. I think she's a great performer. In fact, I acknowledged that in the tweet or whatever, in the Instagram or the Facebook post, which was, you know, I think she might need to hang it up for a second, start from scratch, find some new producers or whatever the F, and stick to dancing. Right now, dancing is her forte. She is a performer and she did it well. She killed the stage. I will give that to her. But right now, what she's doing right now ain't really cutting it. I mean, it just isn't. I mean, yeah, it's gotten her a performance on BET, but let's be real. I don't know that she's really doing the damn thing in that regard, and she's never been the strongest performer singing-wise, vocally. Let's be real. Y'all know she be halfway whispering her damn songs, okay? We know she be halfway whispering, and most of the time she's lip-syncing because she's dancing most of the time. Like I said, she's a great performer. Okay, that's what I meant to say. She's a great performer, but I don't know. Whoever her producers, writers, whatever, whoever puts all that shit together just needs to be fired. All right, we're going to talk about R. Kelly right quick. Didn't know he was going to be performing. I was very pleasantly surprised to find out that he was. And it was cool to hear some of his old school stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. In the back of my mind, I'm not gonna lie and say that I wasn't thinking of the shit he done did that kind of got him kind of ex-nayed from, you know, mainstream media for a minute. You know, the whole Pissgate situation. I'm not gonna lie and say that I wasn't thinking that shit. When he was talking about some, my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. Like, motherfucker, your ass should have listened to your mind, because that shit was nasty. Don't get me wrong, forgive, forget, you know, whatever. Don't get it twisted, I did bop my head to R. Kelly. I'm just saying, it was still in the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? Sidebar real quick. Non-performance related. But can we talk about Megan Good right quick? I know she's, you know, wifed up or booed up with a preacher man or whatever. But did y'all see her dress? That shit was off the damn chain. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I would rock the fuck out of that shit. I was like, damn, Megan, you might be doing something. I was talking to Juice like, did you see that? He had been seeing that shit. Like, his eyes were already on the television. I was like, she might get it. For real. Might get it. Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu is her own individual. We all know she's a little eclectic and her voice is phenomenal, okay? I love her voice. It's soothing. It's just phenomenal. The way she delivers to me is phenomenal, okay? Kendrick Lamar's performance with her in it, I was like, oh Lord, Erykah Badu done brought the shit. But we're gonna talk about that hair. Don't get it twisted. The first time I saw her hair, I was like, okay. I see you, Miss Badu, Baduism, you know what I'm saying? And then the second time I was like, woo, you doing the most. We have to talk about one of the other most amazing performances. Like, Charlie Wilson killed it, okay? Shut everybody down. I don't care who came out on stage. Charlie Wilson had the entire show, okay? But the other performance that I have to say was fucking phenomenal was the whole Jamaica segment, okay? When I say that, I done brought the Caribbean out of my black ass. Now I'm Caribbean all day, every day, okay? 80 stand up in this mother sucker, okay? I had no idea they were gonna bring it like that. Beanie Man, Elephant Man. I was like, really? Pundy River? Y'all don't know, okay? On top of the fact, what made it even better was the fact that Nicki Minaj was all up in the aisle. You hear me? Getting it on. All that Trini came out. And I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. I saw that shit. I was like, that made me want to get up and dance. I mean, I was already dancing when I heard the music. But when I saw her get her ass up and just straight up in the aisle, break that shit down, it was like Pundy River, Pundy. I was like, bitch, are you kidding me? That was off the chain. That was probably the second most amazing. The whole segment was amazing. I don't know what happened. I mean, just that just brought it all out of me. All of my Caribbean, okay? All of my Caribbean side came out at that very moment. It was phenomenal. Can we sidebar real quick about Nicki Minaj's hair? Did y'all see that shit? I was like, that bitch's hair was snatched for years. Not months, not days, whatever. Years. This girl's hair made all of us look bad on some real shit. Her stuff was so laid, it wasn't even funny. Made me want to go blind, and I mean platinum blonde, for 2 seconds. 2.5 seconds, and I said, hell no. But that bitch's hair was laid to the gods. You hear me? Mariah's performance. I absolutely love her. I think she's a veteran in the game. I think she's absolutely amazing. Her vocal range is phenomenal. Yes, she lip synced like a motherfucker, so I know that's going to be a big topic of debate and discussion. Not really going to go into it because I really felt like Mariah Carey, as much as I love her voice, I think she's absolutely amazing, like I said, vocal range. I don't really think it deserves any more than what I just said. The reality is she did the same shit she normally does, stands in place, her hair is always doing this, and she's singing, you know, with her stuff, you know, whatever. And her hair's just flowing in the wind. There's nothing new about how she performed today at all. And, you know, it's whatever. So we just gonna move on to the next person. One thing I can say is that when I saw Miguel perform, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, am I the only one that was like, oh shit, I pray to the gods of skinny punks that this motherfucker doesn't do the splits on somebody's head? Alright, Janelle Monae, I thought she was absolutely phenomenal. I thought she did a great job. I thought it was an amazing performance, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Again, Charlie Wilson killed everybody. That is a legend. I have to pay homage to the legend. His voice, like I just cannot talk about, or even, his voice is still absolutely phenomenal. Just as beautiful as it was early on in his career, and I can't give it to anybody else but Charlie Wilson. I think he and that entire segment was amazing. I thought the tribute to him was wonderful, but I think he killed it. When he came on stage and he started singing his music, and then it was Justin, and then it was Pharrell, and it was Snoop, I just thought it was a great piece. The entire segment was great, and it killed everybody. I know Janelle's beautiful, amazing. She did a great job, but I'm sorry, Charlie Wilson killed it. Then I would have to say it was for sure the entire Jamaican segment. That entire reggae, that flow, all of that was next up. And that's just because naturally that's near and dear to my heart more than anything. And then maybe Janelle Monae after that. But outside of that, I'd say those were my two top performances. Let me know what you guys think down below of everything that happened during the BET Awards. Just want to come in and kind of give you guys my insight on everything, and you already know what to do. As always, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. Of course, hit me up on my Facebook fan page or my Pinterest page. Those links are down below. Hit me up on my blog, TheSocialiteLife.blogspot.com, and of course, hit me up on Instagram and Keek at SocialiteSandy. And you already know I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye. Maybe he's not necessarily trying to get into a relationship with you. Maybe the feelings aren't necessarily mutual in the sense of